I am so glad you're here today. I'm your host, Dr. Dona Cooper-Dockery. I'm a board-certified internal medicine physician, and for over 30 years, I have had the privilege of sitting across from patients right here in the Rio Grande Valley, listening to their stories, looking at their labs, and working with them to take their health back. 30 years, a lot has changed in medicine, but one thing has stayed the same. The people who walk into my office are some of the strongest, most resilient people I have ever met. And too many of them are suffering from diseases that in many cases we can prevent. We can slow down, and sometimes, yes, I said it, we can even reverse. So today we're starting right at the beginning. We're going to talk about something that sits at the root of so much of what ails us here in the valley and honestly across this entire country. We're talking about insulin resistance, the quiet engine behind diabetes, behind weight gain, behind inflammation, and behind so many of the chronic diseases we're going to unpack together this season. Stay with me. This is going to make sense. And by the time we're done today, you're going to understand your own body a little bit better than you did when you tuned in. Okay, so let me ask you something. Have you ever tried to open a door and the key just won't turn? The key is right, the door is right, but something is off and the door won't open. You jiggle it, you push, you try again, nothing. That's what's happening inside your body when you have insulin resistance. Here's how it works. When you eat, especially carbohydrates, anything starchy or sweet, your body breaks that food down into glucose, sugar, and that sugar enters your bloodstream. Now your body is smart. It knows that sugar sitting in your blood is a problem. So it sends out insulin. Think of insulin as the key that unlocks the door to your cells, letting the sugar in so your cells can use it for energy. That's the way it's supposed to work. But when we eat too much sugar, too much processed food, when we're carrying extra weight, especially around the belly, when we're sedentary and stressed, over time, those cell doors stop responding to the key. The cells become resistant. So what does your body do? It makes more insulin, more and more insulin, trying to force those doors open. And for a while, it works. Your blood sugar looks okay. Everything seems fine. But here's the problem. All that extra insulin circulating in your body, that is doing damage silently for years, sometimes decades. Now I want you to hear me as your physician for a moment. This is not a disease that happens overnight. Insulin resistance is a process. It builds slowly. And by the time someone comes into my office with a type 2 diabetes diagnosis, most of the time that insulin resistance has been brewing for 10, 15, sometimes 20 years. That is good news and hard news at the same time. Hard news because it means your body was sending signals long before the diagnosis, signals we may have missed or ignored. Good news because if this is a process, then we can intervene in that process. We can interrupt it. We can slow it down, stop it. And in some cases, we can turn it around entirely. I have seen it happen. In my practice over 3 decades, I have watched patients transform their labs, transform their lives, and it starts right here with understanding. I remember a patient, I'll call her Maria. She came to see me, maybe 52 years old, feeling tired all the time, gaining weight around her middle, craving sweets constantly. Her blood pressure was creeping up, and her doctor before me had told her, "Your blood sugar's a little high. Watch what you eat." And that was it. When I looked at her full picture, her labs, her lifestyle, her family history, I could see that insulin resistance was running the show. It was driving her fatigue. It was driving the weight. Everything was connected. We put together a real plan, not a diet, a lifestyle. And 6 months later, her energy was back. She'd lost weight. Her numbers had improved significantly. She came in and she said, "Dr. Cooper, I finally feel like myself again." That is why I do this work. That is why I'm here with you today. If what we just talked about is hitting home for you, if you're thinking, "I need to know where I stand," I want you to check out the My Best Health Pal app. This is a tool I personally recommend to my patients. It helps you track your health metrics, connect with coaching support, and actually understand your numbers, not just see them. You can find it at mybesthealthpal.com. Download it, explore it, and let it be your health companion between doctor's visits. Okay, so now you understand insulin resistance. The key won't open the door. The body pumps out more insulin. Blood sugar climbs. But I want to zoom out now because I need you to understand this isn't just about blood sugar. This is about your whole body. When insulin resistance goes unaddressed and progresses to type 2 diabetes, we start to see something I call the domino effect. One thing knocks over another, and the diseases that follow diabetes, they are serious. Your heart. Diabetes is one of the most powerful drivers of cardiovascular disease. The excess sugar, the inflammation, the high blood pressure that often comes with insulin resistance. These things damage the walls of your blood vessels over time. Heart attack, stroke, heart failure. These are not separate diseases from diabetes. They are downstream of diabetes. Your kidneys. The kidneys are essentially a filtration system, and high blood sugar is like pouring sand into that filter day after day, year after year. Diabetic kidney disease, nephropathy, is one of the leading causes of kidney failure in this country. Once you need dialysis, we have lost precious ground. I want to catch this before we ever get there. Your nerves. Diabetic neuropathy, tingling, burning, numbness, usually starting in the feet. This happens because high blood sugar damages the small blood vessels that feed your nerves. And when nerves die, they don't come back. Your eyes. Diabetic retinopathy. I have patients who have lost vision, preventable vision loss, because the damage went undetected or unaddressed for too long. Now, I want to say something that surprises a lot of people. There is a growing and clear body of research connecting chronically elevated insulin, obesity, and metabolic dysfunction to increased cancer risk, breast cancer, colorectal cancer, pancreatic cancer, endometrial cancer. Why? Because insulin is a growth factor. It promotes cell growth. And cancer is, at its core, uncontrolled cell growth. Chronic inflammation, which rides alongside insulin resistance, creates an environment where cancer can thrive. I am not saying diabetes causes cancer, but I am saying the same metabolic environment that produces diabetes is one that increases your risk. And that is a reason, one of many, why getting this under control matters so much. Now, I know that is a lot. I know it can feel heavy, but I need you to hear the other side of this clearly. Every single one of those complications I just described, every one of them is significantly influenced by what we do now, not next year. Now, the food you eat, the movement you add to your day, the sleep you prioritize, the stress you learn to manage. These are not small things. These are powerful evidence-based interventions. And as a physician with over 30 years of internal medicine practice behind me, I am telling you, lifestyle is medicine. It is one of the most powerful medicines I have ever prescribed. You're not a victim of your diagnosis. You are a participant in your health story, and the story is not over. You know, one of the most powerful things I tell my patients is this: your fork is a prescription pad, and that's exactly why we created Food Med, a plant-forward restaurant right here in the Rio Grande Valley, where food really is medicine. Every dish is designed with your health in mind. And the best part? You don't have to live nearby to benefit. Food Med now ships meal prep nationwide. Real food, real ingredients, designed to help you manage blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and feel good in your body. Visit foodmed.com to learn more or place an order. Your body will thank you. Here is your one action step from today's show. Find out your numbers. If you don't know your fasting blood sugar, your A1C, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, please make an appointment with your physician this week. Not eventually, this week, because you cannot manage what you do not measure. And knowledge is the beginning of change. And if you're ready to go deeper, if you want a real partner in your health journey, I want you to check out the My Best Health Pal app at mybesthealthpal.com. It's designed to help you track, understand, and take action on your health, with the support of professional coaching when you need it. I also want you to follow along with us. You can find me on social media. Search Dr. Dona Cooper-Dockery or Cooper Internal Medicine. We share health tips, recipes, encouragement, and updates on our programs all week long. Join the community. You don't have to do this alone. And if today's show spoke to you, please share it. Text it to a family member. Post it. Tell a friend, because somebody in your life needs to hear this, and you might be the one who gets it to them.
We hope today's teaching by Dr. Dona Cooper-Dockery on Get Healthy with Dr. Cooper was very beneficial to you. Never miss this great health education program on Share Hope Radio. Bless up.